How are you doing and how have you been? My name's Tazastic and of course we're back in the lovely world of Rimworld. Now, this is the real rebuild. The rebuild is happening, everyone. We're going to get this back. Now, I've seen in the comments. I've seen them. I've embraced them. Now, there's been lots of comments, obviously, about sorting the bug problem out, deactivating them, making it cold, which is a really interesting one. The problem is obviously the bedrooms will still need to be hot, which would then mean insects would still spawn. However, have you all forgotten about my master plan? Now, my master plan is basically to build this hallway till about here. Double door. Then this is just going to be a huge hallway where we're going to encourage the bugs to spawn. We're going to make it nice and cozy. We're going to put wooden flooring in. And then the idea is when they spawn in there, 1, we don't really care. 2, we can just burn it. Obviously, there's a chance when they come over here, and the cleanup is going to be messy. However, if we had more colonists and the base was complete, I actually don't think it would be as bad. Because we've got these hallways, we could have had a team here, and we could have both extracted via the trap point. So I actually think, obviously you're going to make the argument, and rightly so, later on there's going to be more bugs, which I absolutely agree. But I think us with more weapons and stuff, we can just lure them out of the base. And when we look at the base and look what's damaged, 1 bedroom, 3 bedrooms, 4 bedrooms, and a load of mess everywhere. It's not shocking. Is the growing zone starting to be done? No. They have Borba on grow. Maybe it's just not the right temperature. Just ignore what I'm doing here. So yeah, why isn't it growing? It's all ticked. It's oh God. I think I'm actually trying to sabotage this playthrough or something. Anyway, so let's start the rebuild. I think the only thing I don't think any raids happening now would devastate us. I think the only thing that would actually truly devastate us is another infestation quite quickly. I think we need... This is probably the first time where could probably admit we probably just need to be left alone for a little bit. Whether that's going to happen or not, whether it's Rimworld, so we're not. Okay. I don't think the rebuild's as bad as what we think. I'm more concerned, now the freezer's up and stuff, it's a little bit better. Let's get an alpaca dead. And we're healing. I think the worst of it was last episode. And then Van can go in this one. Cool. What else do we need? Have we got a cotton field going up? Rice, corn, heelroot, cotton. Brilliant. And potato. So the food will be rough for a little bit, but it's not going to be terrible. We do need metal and whatnot. We basically need quite a lot of everything. Borba's having a tantrum, that's absolutely fine. So now he's on death's door because he's destroyed a mortar. Brilliant. So we actually have no mortars, which is brilliant. We haven't got the materials. I won't queue it up though. What I will queue up is some mining jobs. Because actually getting some metal in is going to be huge. I've got a load of metal in there. Random dead body there. Which is fine. Colonist needs rescuing. Why does no one rescue? Why do I have to manually do this for them all the time? Death in 4 hours. If we got a death now, I would actually be somewhat annoyed. Dr. Lewis is a doctor anyway. It sort of serves you right, Borba, for attacking that. We've got cargo pods. What is that? Is that a wall? Okay, we've got some wall. See if we can make any parkers out of that, which will actually be nice and toasty. Well, the good thing is at least that outside kill box is, you know, fully sorted at this point. And yeah, and 9 becomes 6. Who will win the contest of surviving? Jesus. Psychic Smooth, which actually is quite handy. Yeah, the commentaries took a back burner to make sure we actually come out of this situation okay-ish. Which we will. Why are none of these being burnt? Cremate corpse, animal, rotting. Is there another setting? No, maybe it's just no one's at that point at this minute. Okay. Well, we'll still go speed through. We're just trying to slam through this at the minute. But yeah, I'm not really like once we're up and running, like bug things like that aren't going to be a problem. But I would rather it hit now because now we can prepare for it when it comes next time. Like we need that hallway down here done. Because like I said, we can have people shooting here, which splits them up rather than having one lump of them all come this way. Because as long as we take them through the traps, we're absolutely golden. And as we can see, the traps are being rebuilt already, which is perfect. Probably if I could tell them what to do, I wouldn't be so worried about that straight away. But it's being done, so sometimes you just can't complain. I'll give it a good go, but we can't complain. The food situation is of concern. Are there actually any cooks up? MB. MB, what are you doing? You're hauling. Can you just... Oh, it's because we ain't got enough meat. Fair enough. Wildlife, we've got loads of alpacas, so can we pack up your bag and go get some alpacas? Who's our hunter? Lewis. What are you doing? Draft, undraft. Please stop doing that and, like... God's sake. Alright, can we make another hunter? Sky, do you have a gun? No. Sky, have a rifle. Let's get 2 hunters on the go. Like, where are you going, Sky? Feeding rat meat to Borba. Okay. I shall allow it, I suppose. I'd prefer not to allow it, but that's fine. Yeah, it's just getting everything clean. Might take a couple of episodes to get back on our feet, but the rebuild is on. Faith is being restored to this colony. We're not giving up, people. We're not giving up. I'm seeing some more lights missing. Lights. All of the lights, all of the lights. And then we got power cords going there, which is fine. We need some more statues, but we haven't even got the workshop up yet. I don't think anyone is even prioritising mining, are they? No. Pixie, are you back on your feet? Because actually we can put you as grow. Borba come to mine. Grow second. Clean third. Haul fourth. So we're actually getting little bits done. I was saying that there's a lot of growing to do. So actually, Borba, let's get you on the grow when you're not... Oh no, but Sky should be out of the... Yeah, Sky come off construction. Hunt and grow. Yeah, and I think I like that. It's going to be just making sure we can get what works, because this is the point where you know if you're like putting the right things to do, because this is what could kill you. Everyone's in reasonably good moods apart from Sky, but I think the majority of that is going to be because they're just coming out of breakdowns. Right, psychic drone, hungry, rotting corpse, bad environment, awful bed, colonist died, 8 insect meat. There's a lot of things that we just need to sort out. Well, obviously, when you play any game, there's stuff to sort out, but you know what I mean. A lot of them negatives that I just listed down, we are naturally going to get out, but we're in this spiral where you don't want to let it get out of control, otherwise everyone dies, as we've been seeing. And then we'll kick them out this single bed sort of thing. This was sort of a makeshift medical room. We needed it. You know, it's not brilliant, but it just is what it is. Marble. I was hoping that was steel. Silver, but we're not really in a position to worry about mining silver. You can make the argument that a merchant would come anytime soon, but I just think it's not really the priority at any means. Temperature, let's get a heater in there. We just need stuff getting cleaned. I think what we'll find is we're actually taking people off cleaning though. No one's really getting a chance. I think what we'll do is we'll take Lewis off construct. We'll take Lewis off hunt because we've got 2 hunters. And Lewis is literally going to clean and nothing else. And instead of cleaning, you're hauling. Work that out. And just make sure I set that right, yeah. Sky's going to hunt and grow, and the growing is going to take us quite... We've got 3 people on grow, though. I don't think we need 3 people on grow. The problem is you're on cook. So what we'll do is leave you on cook, and then have you... If you're not cooking, then I want you to clean and haul. Okay. There's just a lot of jobs that we need just getting done. And yes, cleaning is a big part. We've got a chessboard up, so that's good. So hopefully people are happy that there's more to do. Because as I've said before, people build a tolerance of the same recreational task. So if you only have one, no matter what it is, if they do it too much, then they build a tolerance to it, and then they start to get deprived. So you do have to be a little bit careful, but nothing crazy. Starvation, not really. We have raw meat. And we have got 2 cooks. And I never really see 2 cooks cooking. Right, we can get rid of that now. Paula, can you get rid of that now? Like, cook fine meal. Let's make sure... Meat. Yeah, it's all there. It's all set up. Maybe I've just not been looking at the right time. I don't know. Is one a night owl? Paula's a night owl and Sky is. Okay. I suppose we've never really had tons of meat like now. We're already run out. And that turkey's already getting slaughtered, which is good. But then we have there alpacas... I see the alpacas dying. I saw a couple get butchered. I just want to have a quick look around the map just to make sure they are actually getting hauled. There's a turkey there. No, the other one, yep, allow that. What's that? That's a human body. We don't fancy that. As tasty as human meat, well, as tasty as I think human meat is. Apparently the colonists didn't accept it. Lewis, let's trade. I don't think they're going to have anything good to trade, so I'm not really too worried about who does it. Grizzly bear. Don't really have anything that we want. Or anything that would help out, like make our lives better. Like we could make money by selling some stuff, but I don't think that's the answer. Could take all their pelican and then we could sell some plasteel just because we're not using it currently. And I think that's probably what we're going to want to do, so let's get rid of that. And maybe some of our incinerary shells. And I think we sell some stuff until we make this work. Because we can make some more, that's no bother, and I think it would be more important just to have some food. I'm hoping that our colonists will go get it, and it just buys us a little bit of time, obviously not a great deal amount. But sometimes beggars can't be choosers, and you have to choose the little victories that you get. Because a victory like that, like, instead of eating raw meat and getting that big negative modifier, you know, you eat stuff that is functional as food. Borbers in a daze, that's absolutely fine. Fully healed, nice, nice, nice. So yeah, so then it's just little things like that, and as they're cleaning, so then the next time the cook doesn't go in, he's not as miserable. Still miserable, just not as miserable. And then you you turn the spiral around, and instead of it going down into the depths of hell, it's getting, you know, built up. Wildlife. Yeah, just kill all the alpacas. Kill all the turkeys. And then we can make other things work if we need to. Shall we roof this just in case this is going to become a problem, which it is. Let's build a roof area so it's not going to get just... I think we'll find it's where it's getting rained on. I'm a bit curious that this isn't being used a lot. But I think it's more of a hauling job. So maybe... Lewis is cleaning. Pixie is... Let's get Pixie on hauling for a while and see if she will deal with some of the dead bodies. Lewis, your mood's going down. Low psychic drone, 8 raw food, unsightly, Diva died. Okay. But the bedrooms are back up to give him the boosts, which is nice. We are going to deal with the psychic drone against the males at some point. We do have to be aware that there's 5 pirates, so they could actually have guns. I'm hoping because we've left this quest so long that they don't. But there probably is a high chance that they are. So I think we're going to want to take 3, maybe even 4 people. But what that means is at least the males don't have that negative mood modifier. And how many males have we got? We've got Lewis, Sky, Borba. Okay, so about half our colonists are now male. Where at one point we only had like 1 or 2 males, so I wasn't really too focused on it, which is probably the wrong mindset to go in with. That cooler's been damaged. Yeah, Lewis is... So what's Picky doing? Okay, you're refueling a lamp. Absolutely brilliant. Well, can you not? Because I don't even want these lamps. Like, no. No. Like, stop it. Just stop. Do something productive, like what you're doing now. Consuming food. Cremating. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. That's what we want. Get rid of some of these dead bodies. Burning apparel. Brilliant. Cool, that's what we want. That's what we want. Okay, we are getting there. We are getting there. Meals are starting to actually be collected. Okay, you're actually cooking now because there's meat. Lovely. We've actually got a society that's working together here. How are the growing zones getting on? Brilliant. The potatoes are up. I'd prefer the rice to be up just because it's a lot quicker. Saying that it's already 17% grown. You know, and when them growing zones, I think because we've got so many growing zones, ideally we're going to want 2 or 3 people. 2 people mainly, but maybe 1 person when they're bored, they go and help out. Right, material-wise, we have got a few components, but we are going to need more. We are going to be able to get components, because if we look over the map, there's actually quite a lot of ship chunks that are laying around. There's another thing, there is actually a really good mod. Again, my apprehensiveness about mods is they always make the game easier. And this one does do that. But for storytelling wise, it's actually super interesting. So you can get like ship chunks that rain from the sky. So you get an event that is basically 2, or there's warships above you that are having like a fight. And the idea is that when like one gets damaged, or that, you know, they're blowing holes in my ship, like ship trucks start to rain from the sky, which I actually think as a narrative wise is actually quite good, but again leads into the same conversations that I sort of always have, that mods genuinely make the game easier and I'm not a fan of that. Okay, more meat. Meat's back on the menu, boys. 10 statistical points if you can tell me where that reference is from. Pinky is sleeping on the floor, which is odd because we do have marble blocks. I think the next move is actually get the workshop up, because we're going to need to actually start making chunks at some point. And we haven't been making chunks in a very, very long time. Now we're going to mine all that wall out so then we can put marble wall across there and run the power cables. My idea is I don't want anyone to trip, okay? I care about my colonists. You wouldn't guess that by watching this series, but I do. So to be fair, that might be why. How much? Well, you know, you're 85 marble blocks, so you would be able to build one. Okay, the cooking is getting done. I like having 2 cooks. I think 2 cooks is extremely productive, just because it gets done. So meal-wise, everything is sorted. So that is a big win. Like, it's apart from some of the bedrooms that just need cleaning. But Lewis is on it. Lewis is like cleaning the hallways and stuff, which is just as important because obviously everyone walks through the hallways. Pinky's on a food binge. That's okay because we actually have a little bit of food. Lewis is cleaning like a champ. Have we got a miner? Okay. Pinky, you're going to grow. When you're not growing, then haul and clean. I'm happy with that. Sky, you're fine doing that. And then what I want is Borba to mine, but when he's not mining, to go and grow. So then the grow zones, I'm happy with how they are. I think they'll have enough people because mining won't be a thing that I've got up a lot. But when I have it, so for instance, we've got some steel down here. I want you to just go do it. Yeah, we haven't got... Did we get a mechanoid cluster? Or did I dream that? Okay. I think I had a dream that we had another mechanoid cluster. Oh, watch Randy drop one now. I've jinxed it. Yeah, it just needs steel now. So then we can start getting some of the lights back up, that sort of stuff. Like, it would be extremely devastating to get an infestation now. It could potentially, like, end us. Potentially. I think we would fight it through, but I think it's the breakdowns after that I'm more concerned about. And that's why, really, you need everyone's mood high all the time. So when raiders attack, when infestations happen, you're pulling people out of bed, but they're already at a max state. They're already okay. The problem is we were waking people up and then obviously keeping them up for a very long time. So it might be the case that eventually we might need like a second, like building up here, like a warehouse where we have we have like 10 beds in. We have a very small freezer. So if an infestation happens in the night, for say, I can actually write, you go to bed, you wake up, and just sort of pull them in and out of fights like that. But it's the problem early on, and I can appreciate that it's frustrating, like when you see something, but it's like, I've got to try and be entertaining, keep this at a fast pace, but at the same time, so it's sort of like that. So just because I'm not checking their moods all the time, like I said before, it's more just because I'm ignoring it because I can't do anything. I'm just immune to make these people happy, you know. It's not like Sims where you can cheer someone up in like 10 seconds. Meals are going down again. We have got a dough on the map. Yeah, I think the workshop is the next thing to do, and then from that, then we go into making the stockpile and having the stockpile down. Which would actually be nice to actually have it in the base rather than up here. Just saves a little bit of time, not by much, but a little bit of time. And it just starts to bring the base, you know, together a lot more. Who's starving? Go have a meal, come on. We have 1-star course meals available. Take advantage. Allow, just every now and then it's just worth going around the map, just having a look, just in case there are any dead animals. Especially when you're desperate. Do you know what I mean? Like, this is roadkill that we're eating, you know. You can see the tyre marks in. And the maggots, but you're hungry, so you've got to eat it. Okay. Having a party, whatever. It increases everyone's mood, so I'm happy with it. The potatoes, how are they getting on? Okay, 30-40%. No, 35. No, none of them hit 40, but I said 40. Cotton is coming along, nice. I'm fully aware that there's too many growing zones for the amount of colonists that we've got and working on them. But when that starts to come into the freezer, it's going to be perfect. And you've got to remember, we had the food here last time. Okay, I'll just hit the pause button and then actually unpaused it. We had all the food. The party has been called off, a bit of a shame. We had all the food, but where I messed up, where we moved it down, we lost a lot. So we've got malaria against 3 people. We've also got a raid. Now, I would be more worried about this raid had it have been sappers. Luckily, it's not, so we don't actually have to do anything about it. The only thing we have to do is tell everyone to stay under attack. However, this room here is not in that zone. So we just need to correct that. Where is it? Under attack. But I still don't want them walking over, you know, I want it specific. Stay away from this area, because as more raiders actually come, and we've got a decent sized amount attacking us now. 6 humans, all apart from, what, 1 with a knife? Okay, which gives us weapons to sell. Also tells me that the game is recognising that our colony is becoming more expensive. So we do need to keep an eye on that. We are going to get some more mortars back up. Obviously we don't have the material to do it right this second. So they come in and I'm pretty sure they won't even get to the turrets. Cool. Didn't notice there was a door. Oh, I think it's because that lance, that mechanoid is stuck in between us. So yeah. Even when the kill box isn't up, it still deals with everything, which is beautiful. So structure, and put a wooden door there. Cool. I like that, just because then we don't have to keep drafting people every time someone attacks. Obviously I have to contest with the dead bodies there that will make people miserable, but I think we just need the workshop up, so then we can be getting little bits of steel and stuff from the mechanoid, which would be handy. Saying that, the room's coming along quite nicely. It won't take too much. It won't take too long, so that's always a bonus. Anyway, if you got to this part of the video, leave a like, leave a sub, leave a comment, and I'll catch you next time, party people. Bye.